What's up, comic book junkies? It's a Halloween Hump Day video just for you and Nighttiger Comics here in the comic room. All right, my little junkies. I thought I'd give you holiday hump day horror video. I just like to. I got so much thoughts in my head. So my focus on the channel recently is all these videos I'm putting out are the comics that you don't see that much in videos. They're not the big keys. They're not the huge ones. They're just stuff in between that we have in the boxes, and I gathered a little stack of mostly DC horror, but you know, there's some other stuff in there and some Golden Age, so let's look at it. I'm getting old, so my drink today is a banana in the Vitamix with some collagen for the, I guess it's for the bones. I don't even know what collagen's for. My wife said I have to have it. I got 2 copies of this. I almost bought a 3rd copy. It's just a great cover. You can just tell right just by looking at it. And you can find these for, I found 2 for $30 in pretty nice condition. There is one on my comic shop still. I think it's still there for $30. It's a 3.0, which it's a pretty decent condition also for $30. I almost grabbed it. It's there if you guys want it. Go get it. It's a great book to have in your collection. This is Cuckoo Funnies, number 38 from March 1948. And I paid $22 with shipping and tax for that one. And there's some Frank Frazetta art inside this book in the tech story. So guys, kick back. I know it's midweek, but this is going to be probably a 30-minute video. I got quite a stack here. I thought I'd start off with some Golden Age and then end with some Golden Age. So these next 2 Golden Age books I got this year right when my wife asked me to stop buying books offline. And I said, these are 2 I wanted in the collection. This is from October 52. Just a great horror book cover. I don't know who does this. I got to find that out. Eerie Tale of the Mind Monster. I did read this, and it was worth every penny that I paid. It's definitely low grade, but this is a really, really hard book to find. It's not like super scarce. It pops up every now and then, but if you go to look for one like right now, you may find 1 or 2, but they're going to be pricey. I paid $55.90 with shipping and tax for that. Oh, I got to move this light. It'd probably be better if I just move the camera forward. There you go. Just a great cover. It was a fun book to read, too. All right, one more Golden Age, and we'll kick it off with some Bronze. This was another book. I passed on this for 50 years ago, and I didn't understand why I did it. So I ended up paying more than double for this one, $117, and you could tell it's definitely a 1.8. The weird vampire mob. But man, what a beautiful good girl horror cover. Come on. Number 6. This is also from 1952. Ken Shannon, Private Detective. Quality Comics. Just a great graphic. Yeah, why I passed on this for 50, I'll never know. But it doesn't matter now. I have it. And I paid too much for it. But hey, what do you know? All right. this man, I had this, and when I'm doing these Mylaring, this is a Gray Morrow cover, and he did all these in Red Circle from the 70s. I'm Mylaring the whole collection, so when I come through the box and I have one in Mylar already, I do everything I can to keep it. I got my glass cleaner with a sock and everything. I'll clean it. Because, Mylars are expensive. This one had such a dirty Mylar, and I didn't want to change it. I'm so cheap. But I ended up putting it in a new Mylar because the cover just justifies a new Mylar. I mean, Mylars don't wrinkle, but they can get really dirty from rubbing, for years of rubbing against other Mylar and other bags and stuff like that. And sometimes it doesn't come off. Gray Morrow, man. What a great artist. Look at the detail. Look at the fine lines of inking in there. Look at that crow's face. So that's Sorcery, Red Circle. I like that too. June 7, June number 7, June 7th. What is this, 1975? 74. All right, we're moving on. That's what they say in the video when they want to get to the next book. They say, we're moving on. Obviously, this is, you know what it is if you haven't seen this. It actually has an animated movie I have not watched yet. But it's a Victorian era Batman who hunts down Jack the Ripper, Gotham by Gaslight. And this was the first book to kind of kick off the Elseworlds series, which I enjoyed thoroughly. I have a bunch of Elseworlds in my collection. Great cover. Man, why didn't I note who did the cover? Did I even notate who did the art? I did not. What's wrong with me? But a nice, solid, high-grade book. At one point, you could find these all over the place in dollar bins. But once that animated movie hit, these probably jumped up to a near mid-$20, $30 book. This is probably, I don't know, who cares, but it's probably like a 9.0. Anyways, moving on with that. This is just a classic Bernie Wrightson cover. And this issue has Jack Spaulding in it, Sheldon Mayer, who else is in? Alex Nino on interior art. Now, this is a low-grade copy. I got this out of a dollar bin. This book in high grade goes for quite a bit of money. It's just a classic Wrightson cover. Great. It's almost like a negative space cover. Wrightson, the Master of Macabre. That's House of Secrets. December 103, December of what? 72? I was right. It's 72. This was a good 50-cent find. And I could tell you, to see those two lines, that's a closeout from a store in Decatur, Georgia called The Book Nook. And they have like 3 locations. But my daughter lived across the street. That's how I discovered them. The Decatur one was always the best. They would always have like 50 long boxes. I don't know, maybe not that many. Maybe like 20 of 50-cent stuff that they continuously rotated stuff into. And I would go up there and I would walk out with 100 to 200 comics every time I went. I'd go next door to Papa John's, get a barbecue chicken pizza, and then go over to my stepdaughter's house across the street, unpackage, go through everything, salivate over it, eat my pizza, read comics. It was great. I used to do that at least 2 times a year. Unfortunately, she moved away from there. And a millionaire, she's not. So this is the first appearance of the Creature Commandos in Weird War Tales number 93. And what year is this? 1980. So we have, I didn't put with the team who they are. Obviously, they have an animated show. I have not seen any of it. I actually found 2 of them in that 50-cent bin, and I actually gifted one to my buddy Steve a while ago. But a great cover. Joe Kubert. In the scheme of covers, Joe Kubert does not really have that many really super standout covers. This is one of them. That guy churned out covers like it was ice cream. A lot of inkers did not like working with him because he would his pencils were so loose that the inker did most of the actual artwork. This is another one. I don't know where this came from. It doesn't have that mark on it. It has, I hate that. It has a little flip of the torn cover. I got to take it out of there and fix that. But this is another classic. This is Joe Kubert again. This is one of his other ones. This book in high grade goes for a lot of money. For some reason, this book took off a few years ago. It just became a classic. It just has a quirky kind of horror sense of humor to it. But mine's low grade. Do I care? No, I can read it. It still looks pretty good. Shoot, I can even throw that on the wall, and it will make the room stand out. Now, my advice, and I always say, if you live in an apartment, a mobile home, even if you're in a small shack, take 5 to 10 of your best favorite comics, put them up on a wall somewhere, group together. If you can, throw a chair under it, and you'll have like this positive energy place in your house that you can go. Therapeutic, get good vibes, just because you have your favorite comics all in one place. So number 13, from Secrets of Sinister House, another low grade, another, I don't know if it's 50 cents, definitely probably a dollar bin, Nick Cardy cover. But you could see, I mean, even these books in low grade are wonderful to have. And you know, when I started mile-houring, I said, oh, I'm going to make the collection a little more prestige, get rid of my 2.0s, 2.5s. I got rid of a lot of, I can't remember what title it was, Bronze Age Horror DC, and I regret it because I should have just kept them. But I sent them off to the store for trade, and I can go in there and see them now in the bins from $3 to $5, and I got rid of them for 10 cents a piece probably. So we're going to stay on to this. I just thought these covers were unique. This doesn't even really have a horror feel to it. It's number 10 from 1973, Jack Sparling cover. Just an interesting cover. Nevertheless, it doesn't like indicate any horror to it, but I like the title. I like the way the book looks. It's got that Bronze Age. I always like when they have these beautiful, like bluish turquoise backgrounds like that. They mix up a certain mixture of ink where the blue looks different than it normally looks. And then here we have number 6 from 1972. This is a Michael Kaluta cover. Here we have grave diggers with the bodies in the back, and I guess somebody's still alive, and they're thinking, hey, instead of saving the person, let me knock them out and whack them, and then we'll bury them. Oh, can you face the secrets of Sinister House? Now, tell me in the comments, do you guys have these in your collection? I am one of these guys, like you can tell I'm a low-grade collector. I go to these local shows, and if I find a dealer that has a box full of these Bronze Age, I'll buy a big stack and then ask to make a deal. Here we have Jim Starlin cover. This is a 1978 special, Secrets of Haunted House. And I'll say it again, Jim Starlin never puts out a bad cover. So we got like a hunchback creature in the background. 5 feared features, including ghost riders and Uncle Dan's demon. So that's basically like an annual Secrets of the Haunted House special. And even though this book is not expensive, how often do you see this book in back issue bins? It says 60 cents special right there. Not too often. That's what I love about this. They just give me goosebumps when I see books that, who cares what they cost, but you never see them hardly. This is a great cover by Rich Buckler. Secrets of Haunted House number 36, 1981. Beware of the Sea Hag. Plus a new adventure of Mr. E. Are you kidding me? So much goodness in there. Look at that beautiful graphic. She's wearing her nightgown. And I think I pulled these out. These I've read before. I vaguely remember reading that one. And it's a newsstand. Holy crap. We're halfway, man. We're halfway. Are we halfway through the books? I think so. I mean, need to pick it up a little bit. This is from 1975. Louis Dominguez. His name's been coming up a lot among friends and books that I see because, I don't know, he's up there in the top 20 artists of the Bronze Age. He is really good. He never has a bad cover. I pronounce you man and wife till death do you part. I love this book. Look at this. All this little details and additive stuff. And I just love comics that are book covers that are filled with different stuff. I don't care for virgin covers. I like all that gobbledygook. Little floating heads, little blurbs, titles, boxes. Great cover. He's got a parrot on his shoulder. I like that. I never really noticed that before. That's funny. So we got Secrets of Haunted House, number 39, 1981, another Rich Buckler. This is a great vampire transformation cover, almost like a Dracula. And then you got the startling new adventures of Mr. E. Look at that little scroll box, like scroll of paper. I love that. Great cover. I got to save this one for... Oh, yeah, I didn't mention. I got an upcoming Halloween Scream Stream coming on the 26th at 7 p.m. I got Bill Miller from Mag Musings, Comic Mag Musings, Roger Metarog, Steve from I Love Disney and Comics, and anybody else that wants to join and you got books you want to show, we're going to do all eras. But this is a great cover. I love it. I think that's one I need to show. So we'll put that up there. And then here we have a Joe Orlando cover. Just a beautiful good girl kind of go-go dancer. I guess they're transforming his body to him. And then again, look at that. 8 more pages of story and arts. This is the era where this is where I started buying comics off the newsstand. And I always can tell by this little DC price box. What a great era of comics, too. I still have fond memories of that time. That's when I really started getting into comics and becoming a junkie myself. Here we have a Don Heck cover. Okay, I'm sorry, Don Heck. Not my favorite artist. Not a great cover. Although it's Bronze Age horror from DC, so I think it's pretty cool. Demon Rum. And it still has a demon coming out of it. But I don't know how many... Did Don Heck do a bunch of... He didn't do too many horror comics for DC covers. I mean, not the... I mean... I don't want to say anything... It's not that bad, really. It looks cool to me. So beginning in this issue, so this is the first time they add 8 more pages. So that makes it a key? I don't know. You tell me in the comments, okay, you're going to step it up. Oh, look, another Don Heck cover. Wow, this is actually not a bad Don Heck cover, and it's a mummy. So I guess he was getting some cover work right around this time. 40 cents, so what does that mean, 1979? It means 1980. We defy you to unlock the shattering secrets of Haunted House with a mummy cover. And a belly dancer. As cold as Isis. So we get the ISIS reference there also. Beautiful blues, nice moon in the background. You got the pyramid. This one I'm going to show on the show. I like the mummy aspect of it. Here we got from 1978, Louis Dominguez cover with a seance. It's a phony seance, but there's the ghost. And he's like, really, dude? Well, let me take you out. So number 9, January 19, what did I say that was? 78, Louis Dominguez cover. Okay, I want to know down in the comments how Bronze Age horror affects your collection. Do you have a lot? Is it something you're always looking for? What's your favorite title? Where do you stand on Bronze Age horror, Marvel versus DC? I mean, I love Marvel, but DC, man, they were the kings of Bronze Age horror. I'm sorry. Another Louis Dominguez cover, 1979. Again, this is a low-grade copy. You can see, like, pieces missing. Do I care? Heck no, I don't care. Great cover, great title. Again, I get goosebumps and stuff like this. Beautiful looking woman. I love beautiful women when they have bare feet. I don't know. I don't know what it is. What's that singer? What's her name? She died with the blonde hair. From Roxy something. She always had bare feet when she sang. I don't know why I'm getting off on that, but Secrets of Haunted House. That was 1979, Louis Dominguez. Who do we got here? We got Louis Dominguez again, Secrets of Haunted House number 22, 1980. Nice big skull cover. Witch Doctor. That one right there. We Defy You to Unlock. Secrets of Haunted House, Louis Dominguez cover, 1980. That's a weird looking guy, though. He doesn't look right. I'll tell you what, there's such demand for this stuff. I go to my LCSs. Now, the big one, they finally have a bunch in the back issue bin. Some of it thanks to me. But most of it's $10 for just a regular issue like this and like a 5.0, 4.0, 5.0 higher, $10, $15, $12. Here's a great one. This is a number 131, Unexpected. Run for Your Death. And he's like, well, come in here. You got a great collection. Oh, yeah, let me show you more. I'm collecting collectors. And this is from 1973, Nick Cardy cover. He's got Jim Mooney, Dick Dillon, Nick Cardy, Bob Brown interiors, but it's a gigantic. 48 pages for a quarter. I love this right here. That looks so cool. Okay, so now I have. I think I divided these up. I have some high-grade thing issues, but this one was more of a horror one, so I decided to throw it in here. April 75, Nestor Redondo cover, and he's a great artist, too. Look at the details and the muscles and everything on there. The priest, the demon shattering through the window of the church. Swamp Thing, number 15. Nice black cover. I found 5 or 6 issues, the ones right after Wrightson did the covers, all the Nestor Redondos, high grade in a back issue bin somewhere for $2 a piece, and I grabbed them all. I think it was the small shop, Vibranium Comics in town. So demon cover. Here we have another gigantic Fear 1972, number 133. Jack Sparling cover, School for Fear. It's like a gray tone cover almost. Graveyard cover and a gray tone graveyard cover. Now we have 52 pages for a quarter, so we got 4 more pages. I think someone just said, add the covers up in that count and just make it 52. And then we got one issue of this, just because this is a werewolf cover by Rich Buckler. The Brand of the Werewolf, Doc Savage. And I found the whole run, except for number 1, in a dollar bin. Thanks to my buddy Todd over at Geek Fest, I think it was. A nice werewolf cover. That's going to go into the books for the video. Number 7, October 72. 72, I guess. 73. I had a low grade number 1 when I found the entire run. And then, would you know it, a few months later, I found a nice high grade number 1 for $5. I like when that happens. Here we have Weird Wonder Tales, Thing of the Bog. This is Harry Anderson. Harry Anderson does the original cover, which came from Tales Spellbound, from Spellbound number 22. Now this has alterations by John Romita, but the original cover came from Spellbound 22, 1954, I think it is. This, again, you can tell, came from the Book Nook for 50 cents. Now that's a pretty nice copy for 50 cents. Now this was back around 2010. So this is before the big hoopla with Key Collector and keys started blowing up, and then we had the Marvel movies, and then we had all the superhero movies where blew up the key aspect of collecting. So back then, when I was hitting this store, we didn't have that stupid phenomenon. They would stuff the 50 cent bin with really cool books. Matter of fact, I found Secret Wars number 8 over there. I found the McFarlane Wolverine cover with the reflection in the claws. Both of those for $12 each in decent grades. I found the Punisher limited series number 1 there for like $6. Okay, so anyone remember this movie, the original? Oh, this movie scared the crap out of me as a kid. The Island of Dr. Moreau, the official adaptation of American International Sensational Movie. I have not read this yet. So with Humanoles, and actually I haven't seen this movie since the 70s, so I need to watch it again. I just don't remember it. Maybe it's because it scared me so much. That's why I haven't gone back and watched it. So this is a Marvel movie special. I don't have any notations on there. I got to fix that. Gil Kane cover, obviously. And then here we have Jerry Lewis with some Universal Monsters, Poisonous Mushrooms. Hey, boys, I'm your new roommate. What do you chaps do for fun around here? Scare you, Preps Ghoul. 1001 Yaks and Shocks and Scared Silly. The Adventures of Jerry Lewis, number 83 from 1964. I paid $1 for this. And it's a really nice copy. Vibranium Comics, man. Heck yeah. Universal Monsters. Okay, where we at? Ooh, we got to hurry. I got quite a few books here yet. I guess we're not going to be on Bob Hope, number 107. Again, with the Universal Monsters. Dracula, Werewolf, Frank. I think you have a mummy guy down there. That chick right there. Please, I only came for a roadmap. Nice pink on there. This is from 19. I don't have any notations on this. I got to fix that one. Found this at the flea market for $1. No, it's a VG, but it's number 1 from 1976. First appearance of Madame Xanadu. Mike Kaluta cover. And I don't have any of the other issues. He does all the covers. And I've seen people show it. They're beautiful covers. Doorway to Nightmare, number 1. Again, low grade. Do I care? No, I can read it. It looks great. And that's all I need. What do I need a high grade for? I found this at a little shop in town. This is Mike Zeck cover. Why does it say Mike Zeck cover? No, this must be... Oh, this is a different... That's from a different comic, the notations. But this is the reprint from, I think, 1974. The Crypt of Terror, number 1. Sorry, what's wrong with my voice? My breathing. Great cover, though. Great werewolf cover. Love it. Jack Davis. Obviously, it's a reprint from EC Comics. And I have never opened this up, but I wish it'd be the size of the original. Matter of fact, I have an EC to show you coming up. Okay, great Neil Adams cover right here. Planet of the Vampires. Quest for Blood with the Dracula-looking dude, Queen of the Vampires. Don't tell me that ain't a great cover, because it is a great cover. All these last ones are Atlas. These are put aside for the show because these are just so cool. Ernie Cohen cover. The Grim Ghost. If you have not read this, it is good. I'm still kind of, I can't believe that Atlas Seaboard never really made it, because I thought they did incredible. Probably one of the only other companies other than DC to rival Marvel, and they did a great job. I think they rivaled them really good. They robbed them real good. I just don't understand it. Demon Hunter. I talked about this in a past video. Rich Buckler creation and cover. Great big skull cover. You got like the Stonehenge down there type thing. Great name. Great cover. Black. Atlas Comics. Look at that A. I don't understand how they never made it. I don't get it, guys. This is, all these are from 75. Look at all the notes on that one. Okay, last of the Bronze Age. I'm going to do a couple Golden Age and we're out of here. Son of Dracula, or Fright, featuring the Son of Dracula, Atlas Comics. Another vampire, the strangest vampire of all. Startling origin issue. Hold on to your seats. What a great cover. Who does this cover? I'm going to tell you. I don't know. I know you guys know. I don't know. Son of Dracula. What a great title. Great concept. Great art. Why did not Seaboard Atlas make it? Okay, 2 great books in my collection. I'm glad to share them with you. I've shown this book probably 1,000 times. Got it off eBay for $7.50. Great skeleton cover, skull and crossbones, beast of horror, blazing stories of the West, Gunsmoke. This is low grade. This is probably a 1.0. The staples are so rusted, the pages are coming loose. But it lasted a lot longer than the other issue that came with it, which immediately split all the way down every wrap, which was another Gunsmoke issue. But I got them both for $15. Indians fighting President of the United States. So this is from 1952. And yeah, this is a totally super scarce book. I've only seen one other book of this since I got this one, and the guy wanted $200, and I offered him anywhere. I paid $10 for that. I offered him anywhere from, I started at $120 and made my way up to $170, and he would not budge. Okay, last book, classic cover, Severed Arm by Johnny Craig. I'll leave it there. We're a little bit over the 30-minute mark, but this is a great book. I love the ink blues right there. Look at that blue. It's just so deep and good. I hope you enjoyed this Halloween Hump Day video. Nighttiger, peace out.